welcome you back to the Rift. Top Esports versus LNG. Again, Tuesday is supporting bangers with LNG versus Top Esports being a top tier one. This one even higher.
So I haven't seen this game yet, but I'm a big LNG fan.
Are both 8-2. Winner will be ending up
teams. I don't imagine we're going to see Top Esports LNG EDG. Oh, I'm a bit tentative.
Have you seen Sneaky trying to understand the concept that healthy food can taste good? God damn.
But
no.
Should probably be our top four. We'll see how Weibo potentially catch up. Of course, top four.
I don't know if Sneaky's ever cooked anything in his entire life though.
System.
Top two especially. Remember, top two gets you to semi-finals.
Exactly.
Do a list of top 5 plays every week. Yeah, I've just been really busy with a lot of the business stuff surrounding LFN, so I've had less time to do that. I am hoping that we are able to return to doing that weekly, because I enjoy doing it, and I think over time it can probably get some pretty good views.
Again, much like yesterday, we kind of had it a lot of back-to-back here. Obviously, yesterday it was more about those middle-of-the-pack sort of fighting to get into playoffs, but...
LNG side lanes are pretty mediocre. Hold on, guys, I gotta take a phone call real quick, sorry. Alright, sorry guys. Gotta get on these business calls, you know? Oh boy. Lose all my viewers. Nice.
The other team is losing one. Jackie Love, bad trade.
Who won this game? LNG wins this game. They win 2-0.
Finds a lot of help.
We don't care about spoilers in here, guys. It's not why we're here.
But he doesn't take the opportunity. Cleanse is available, as we talked a lot about Cleanse today with supports picking their targets based around it. As level 2 was hit first here, I believe, by Jackie Love and Mark. They poke up, they get LP and hung, and then the trades go back to a near even as we look towards Tien's mid. See if he can find anything, but then again, against this big heavy metal unit, like, how do you find a gank on Gragas without getting the belly in the face of the response?
Yeah, it can be quite difficult. Gragas is pretty hard to move.
Do I feel the LPL is weaker this year? It's certainly more top heavy. It's certainly more top heavy this year. I do feel that LCK is generally stronger from what I've seen, but there are some really good LPL teams. The EDG is getting pretty legit.
just going back to the full clear, and we'll just try and guide in the bottom side. Paris Karma.
Greasy F. Thank you for the delightful Amazon money.
Dragons as well, as more positive trades come through for the top esports bot.
And people kind of forget that Karma doesn't just add value in the lane itself, but later on, with a Rise especially, the chase potential, the repositioning, it's a really goated duo that no one really thinks about. Hell, I'll even throw Vi in there for the context as Jamada, 300k last year on Karma, by the way, just saying. Just to flex that in there, brother. Had to get that as I press buttons, and so do they. What?
Oh, nice flash.
Is Scout dead? Oh, one auto, the burn, Scout.
Oh, no.
Pots, ladies and gentlemen, take that as a lesson.
The pots.
PM came awfully close to being a beast.
The pots and the Gragas passive. He's got another passive coming up. There he is. He's got the passive. He's going in. Scout. Play into the limit of Gragas abilities right there. Pot saves him from the red buff burn. And then he's got his passive, so he gets it as soon as he throws his Q. And he's waiting. You can see the cooldown here. 3, 2, 1. So he knows he's going to get it on his E after he Ws. So he's very tanky. Gets a little bit more HP back. Tries to bait them into the fight. Nice use of Gragas passive by Scout.
Oh, did he miss that? I'm not going to lie. I looked away for half a second. We had to wait. There was a big zoom in. That's all I saw. I'm not sure if it was -1. But again, the observers continue to be very, very aggressive in their, I don't know, their campaign to make sure we see every potential missed cannon. He did miss it. Okay, well, that's rough. But we did see a lot of those mid sub-dispel exchanges. TN blew his splash to try and get Scout Flash, and he did. We'll see if they can try and turn that around. One thing I do like about the LNG mid-jungle, though, is the skirmishing potential, especially at level 6, with all of the ping-ponging between the kick, between the pass. Does potentially get quite unfortunate to play against, shall we say, if you're on a mobile champion like the Rise, or even like the Barrett. So we'll see how LNG can try and use that combination.
By the way, shout out to the sponsor I really want to have, which is Polar Seltzer. They now have a ginger lime mule seltzer. Wow, thank you. That was fast. Delightful. Delightful. I will show it to you guys. My wife just made bibimbap. And the green is being green screened out, so I'll turn it in a way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, and continue playing the range this matchup. But, Jamada, I didn't get a chance to ask you.
Yes, the ginger, it's supposed to be like a Moscow Mule, right? Like a ginger, which is ginger beer and lime with vodka, but it just doesn't have vodka in it. You could put vodka in it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the easiest laning phase.
Actually quite good.
To navigate, and I will say I think their pick potential is quite strong.
Hello, Carnitas. You are delicious. I make a mean Carnitas myself, if I do say so. Dude, Polar Seltzer is the king of seltzers. They have all the good flavors. They have all the good flavors. They have raspberry lime, orange and vanilla, which is like the creamsicle one. They have a new like pink apple and lemon. Cranberry lime. Polar Seltzer is the best.
Get some of that.
I'm a Polar Seltzer shill.
Scout still has the pass.
Rookie kiting away. He just fancy feet. Yeah, what's on his toesies?
Phase rush.
Is it possible to get the LCS LFN watch party only for subs with the special guest of some freeze pipes? Dude, I want to do some like Action Bronson watches Ancient Aliens content on a green screen where we watch like, you know, old League of Legends like fringe content made by teams. That'd be great.
It's so funny. Even the supports fighting for first move up towards.
I've never had out. Do some of them leave a sticky taste in your mouth like after you drink Coca-Cola? No, it's 0 calories. There's no sugar in here. There's no sugar in the seltzers.
Sixes are crested in the mid lane, but specifically LNG with the playmaking tools is kind of dragging top esports over to ensure that no major proactive play is made. But whilst all the focus is on the mid lane, the bottom side continues to be definitely a very strong point of interest here for top esports. They get a play, and with the pressure that they've earned.
Polar Seltzer, number one, though.
Like that Dragon can be started up. The issue is at scouts out of the bottom side from first move. Tarzan also waiting in the area, so I think the potential of a collapse is just going to...
The thing about Spindrift is that its carbonation is not good.
Playing it safe for the time being. Zika does have TP as well, so it feels like LNG can get numbers advantage if they want, Jamada. Something to note that
See, Spindrift has that real juice in it, but the carbonation is not sufficient. Polar has the perfect amount of carbonation.
Different feeling. As, look, we've seen two ex-IG top laners.
Hello, Tsushuin. Thank you.
Zeke is doing a lot better in the
No, there hasn't been that much going on in the early game here.
I mean, I will say...
It's what you would expect. Like, the Varus and Karma are pushing in the Zeri and Annie. We've seen some nice plays in the mid lane from Tarzan and Scout. Yeah. It should just be scaling into the bot side.
Touch and go, I suppose.
No early Drake yet.
But definitely Zika getting that first play. You can see he's just having a very easy time.
Waterloo is pretty good. Waterloo is pretty good. But Polar is king, man.
LNG can find a play on Rookie as they've definitely been eyeing up that potential. Level 6 is available for both jumpers.
I think Waterloo has the best amount of carbonation, but Polar has a very solid amount of carbonation, as well as having better flavors.
As long as Scout can get him in range with a good cast.
It's the best Polar is the best combination of proper carbonation and bubble size with great flavors.
Well, I should say yet again, he started by top esports, but this time around, seems like the setup is a little bit more simpler as Rookie starts zoning away. Looking for the potential realm warp if he has to get involved with LP and Hung on the other side. Mark now sitting off in the brushes. Zeke is going to do this again. Let's party a second time. Need to work. Everything connects. Chicken Tien absorbs it up. And now that Zika doesn't have TP, I guess LNG were feeling hopeful. But top esports, they're looking for the counter engage. Hung gets stunned down, but he doesn't have tippers to play in this surprise party.
What are they doing here?
There as Hung has to flash away now to Tarzan to kick into the wall.
JK, it was just a bait. Oh my god. So they just win a 3v4? What the fuck, man? Like, I get it starts as a 3v3. You know, they take out, but you see there's priority in the bot sides. The Varus is just going to get here. Now, why do you ult the Annie in this scenario? The Annie is not a threat. The Annie doesn't have Tibbers.
It's a massacre as the body bob, the send out Tarzan, the sonic wave, Tarzan, king of the jungle. Oh, Tarzan coming in again.
Gotta do the Tarzan yell. I love it. It's so cheesy. I love it.
Just disintegrated the fight from multiple
Good on you,
angles.
Hysterics. That was quite funny.
He's beating his chest after that play. That was nuts.
I enjoyed that.
In the mix of it all.
Well timed as well.
And it's LNG that are almost naturally going to win out on these skirmishes. And funnily enough, somehow, it's actually not Jackie Love or Mark who are really able to impact that bottom side skirmish, despite them almost having unanimous pressure as now.
Scout just immediately transitions to the top side of the map. They don't have needlework though, so I don't think they can do that dive.
Have to deal with that dive.
No, they don't. But look, against Hassan, maybe I was predetermining something going a lot worse than it perhaps would have. It's 2k gold lead. LNG.
A Catalyst is not a great dueling item. No, it's a great laning item. But, you know, when both mid laners have tier Catalyst, there's a level playing field.
There's a clip I remember taking, I think, 2 years ago, where Tarzan just did like the Michael.
The problem is that Gragas has a combat ult, and they wasted the Vi ult onto a level 5 Annie.
Kind of like a Michael Jackson kick as well. You know, he's standing in front of you like, oh my god, I'm blind. As we look at the replay again, we get to watch his expertise in action on this pick.
Yeah, so you see immediate respect flash there from Rookie. Well, the rest of Top Esports, they're willing to fight for this. As stun comes through.
I mean, the Annie's just useless right now. The Annie has no ult, and the Annie just used stun. Why would you ult the Annie?
In, but very quickly realizes it could be in danger as Hung starts to get a whole bunch of damage. But the kick into the body slam, it connects onto both Mark and TM.
Really good Gragas ult. And credit for this. W into the Q to get the angle down. It's a very nice play from both Scout and Tarzan. Really good Gragas ult.
And he falls down as another cast comes through.
Rookie needs help. Please
Yeah.
save me. He shouts with the kick over the wall. Sonic Wave blocked, but Hunt's going to get him. TN, I guess that's what a brother does. As Rookie has to kite away. Sonic Wave, no. Tarzan won't find any more than that, but Scout on this Gragas, man. He's taking over this map.
As a forecaster, do you think it's possible to transform someone into a good one?
But it's LNG as a whole, as a trio. It's Scout, it's Tarzan.
I think people can get better over time, but I think fundamentally, if you've been on a professional broadcast for a while and you haven't figured it out, it's going to be very difficult for you to hit another gear. People usually have it or they don't. You know what I mean? And it's not like people can't get better. But if you look at Captain Flowers, he was really good even when he was just like casting over VODs of Taiwanese games back when he started. He was raw, but you could see that the talent was there.
Still going to be relevant.
Well, I think people can improve. Is it really worth it if the ceiling is low, right?
Really nice here, especially when top esports start out the lanes better as Cleanse comes through. LP ready to run him down. He cleanses. There's the Ultra Shock ready to electrocute. Keeps it going for a little while as LP can't get back into range. So as he just keeps hitting it out, Jackie Love will survive for now, but that's his Cleanse down. That's his ulti out as well to survive that Tara push.
Yeah, TN being there stops LP from moving any further forward. That could have been very, very dangerous for Jackie Love, just overstepping. Like you say, loses the Cleanse, could be very critical as Hong has flashed up, which doesn't make Jackie Love able.
And not everybody's cut out for everything either. I've done play-by-play casting, but I'm not the best play-by-play caster in the world by a large margin. It's just, it's not my strongest skill. I can do it, but I'm never going to be as good as many other most other professional play-by-play casters. I'm better at doing analysis on the fly and thinking about things and making jokes about it, right? But being the shouty guy is not really my forte.
Set up here for LNG, not half bad, especially when Qingtian's teleporting top. I guess they're just giving it up.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. Zika will have his teleport still. I mean, Qingtian can technically ult down the river if he's got prio here. The issue is, will LNG make a play before that comes into effect? And Zika at the end of the day has teleport, so he's almost always going to make it to a play first. If they hear the ultimate, the teleport should just come through in response. So LNG, like I said,
I think the main issue with the Tigress guys is that she's doing 12 different jobs. I don't understand why she has to do every job on the broadcast. No one else has to do every job. Nobody else has to do interviewing, casting, like monologues on the analyst desk. Like, come on. She's not even being given a fair shot on the broadcast because they keep moving her around.
Very rarely will it do that. So Zika doing the correct thing, just chunking out Qingtian to a point where it's going to be very hard to contest any of those sort of moments. I beg your pardon. When you step up.
You are begged.
Thank you.
No problem. Again, explosive cast, a close call. TN needed to get it.
And I really love watching Scout and Tarzan play.
This Dragon does go over to LNG. So Jamada, the gold lead, still ever relevant. We've got a Rod of Ages coming through from Mr. Bombastic in the mid lane. Oh, rookie hitting a Gragas. That's exciting.
-1.
Did he get it?
No.
Oh,
He didn't get the cannon, no.
-1.
I'm surprised the observer didn't zoom in.
Didn't zoom in, yeah.
The trash talk, he's like, every second one only. Probably getting talked to by his manager. You know, if you do that again, we'll be having words. Scout teleports back in. All right, Jamada, next fight. Herald's up in a minute. And everyone has one.
I love watching Scout. It's such a great matchup between Scout and Rookie in the mid lane.
True. Yeah.
Nice to be able to keep the camera there for a bit and really watch it.
That's a pretty valid analysis, specifically LNG.
Thank you.
No problem. I mean, you have to color every now and again. It's not half bad.
Oh, true. I have done a slice and split, and no more. Dude, having to explain comps in League of Legends. Oh yeah, it was actually. Yeah, thank you, Jamada.
No
Dude,
problem.
I don't envy your job. Like, people think they're like, oh, you know, play-by-plays are just as hard-working as colors. Okay, hard-working maybe in a different area, but
They're not.
dude,
Spoilers, guys. Play-by-plays are not as hardworking as color casters.
I couldn't have a life.
Those guys just rock up to the broadcast and just shout shit. We actually have to do all the research.
I think about why I'm stuck in gold 24/7, and that's enough hard work.
Hold on a minute. Other analysts think? Wait.
Oh, hello. You didn't know? Oh, kick into the wall. Jackal flashes away, but is he just dead?
Oh.
Hung launches Zivers on top. Mark flashes away. Sonic Wave.
Set up so good. Again, Tarzan.
Oh, kick into the wall. Jackal flashes away, but is he just dead? Enough hard work.
Hold on a minute. Other analysts think? Wait.
Tries to get this slow with the Zeri beam. Gets in there. Kick flash. Q. And finish off with the Timbers. Would have liked to have saved that, but I think it's the right call. Oh. Why not flash cast? Did he not have E? Oh, you can see right there. Gragas actually E'd to get around the back of the turret faster, so he didn't have E. No body slam, so he has to flash. Ult, and then as E comes off cooldown, W, E. Great play.
LNG, have a drink. That's what they say to Top Esports. They find that play in the mid lane, and it was an excellent kick from Tarzan into the wall. And it's such an awkward angle. You look at that. It's just a small, thin strip of wall. Any other angle, you're going to see Jackal fly over the wall and further away. Doesn't end up happening directly into the wall. Excellent kick. Now LNG will be able to pick up the Herald. And Top Esports, what do they have to show for it? I think they got that bottom side tower whilst that was all going on. That could have even been taken by Jackal and Mark earlier on, to be honest with you. But the replay shows us that that's not the case, and he did get that. Look at this kick from Tarzan. Ward hop flash into the wall directly. He can't mess that up. Any other angle.
Love Lee Sin back in the meta, guys. Lee Sin's my favorite champion to watch in pro play. It's just awesome what pro players can do with him. Like, I literally don't care if I saw Lee Sin in every single League of Legends game for the rest of the time as a jungler. It's just great.
It's crazy that we're...
How can you possibly hate watching good Lee Sin players?
And JDG, granted they're rare games, but talking about them not being top teams at the moment because the LNG, the EDGs, are just appearing out of nowhere. The Scout and Tarzan show continues to be the story here, while Top Esports in this first game, yes, it's only game one, but they are getting outclassed, out-jeweled by the jungler. Tien has had a couple of close calls, but Tarzan has been on the ball.
Plus, yeah, you get to watch the bad ones.
There's a reason that this man...
You get to watch NA Lee Sins. Always a pleasure. Hilarious misplays.
Here, especially with that lead growing to close to 5,000 at 19 minutes.
Just insane amounts of creativity and skill expression on that champ.
Gain another advantage here on the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, definitely should be. See if you can pick up that bottom side tower, perhaps. A lot of room to move through. For now, there's not actually a lot of established vision, but that's going to be regained right here as LNG probably look for mid lane priority and then just slowly build up a defensive position. And Top Esports, they're going to have to check into it. It's going to be quite scary. If they can bring Ching Tien down, it might be a little more dealable. As he's got the Jack Show, a bunch of MR.
Oh, no, Lee Sin is insane. This is true.
Probably has like 3.5k HP because of the Soul Furnace as well. So they have something to work with at the very least. I guess the real question is, do they feel like it's necessary? They've got 2 tier champions. Do they just want to get them, you know, over the finish line? Archangel stack, Muramana upgrade. Seems like that's the case as they look for the cross map onto Scout.
Teleport going to be burned though in response. That's a Gwen coming in, so is Zika now up in the top side. Does it change anything about the Dragon? Biggest question seems to answer itself.
Canyon has the best kicks. I think Canyon has the best, like, 5v5 team fighting sense. I think Owner has crazy skirmish and engage sense. That's what I like about Lee Sin, is that people can play it in different ways. And you can really tell the difference.
We'll be able to potentially find some along the lines of a pick, because I feel like otherwise they're going to get out skirmished very, very, very quickly.
You know, you could just cast by shouting out player names. It's literally, it would do itself, you know?
I do really want to, like, play-by-play one day, just because I feel like it would be fun.
Oh, bro.
That is a lot of what you guys do. Just shout names.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's all you do.
We shout people's names, bro, don't worry. Herald. Well, Herald's going mid. LNG on Dragon. That's happening.
I guess it's just free.
It's on our screen. You can play-by-play this if you want. Go nuts.
Go nuts, yeah.
Or do you want an actual day?
LBL teams really do take, you know, slow.
Hey,
slow drakes. Like Korean teams really prioritize like the 6 to 7 minute drakes. I mean, at this point in time, in a lot of LCK games, we'd be coming up on the 4th dragon by 22, 23 minutes.
You can take one of mine, ALTT, March 26th. Do you want that?
That's actually my birthday, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh! Okay, let's write that down, ladies and gentlemen. Open your diaries. Jamada's birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Now it's in the diary.
Right. Am I getting a birthday present? If you've got it down in the diary, it must be important.
No. No. What kind of broadcast do you think this is? You're not getting a birthday. Today is your birthday present. Okay.
Oh, today's
These
my
series.
birthday present. Ah,
Yeah.
okay, true, actually. There's a pretty awesome.
You get the
series.
cast with me on the last week as well, so maybe that's your birthday present.
I don't know if I should be looking forward to it now, the way you said it.
Oh, God. Especially when I'm not giving you a present, that's true. That is true. If I'm not giving you something tangible, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you advice on how to get out of... What rank you in League? Do you want to share? Or you can keep it silent if you want.
So, no, it's fine. Currently, I'm actually in plat. I haven't really been, hard grinding. Normally I finish high diamond, more or less.
Okay.
But for some reason, I just can't get over the promo hill right now. It's like, I either get one win away, and then everyone in my game decides that they, want to be worse than the opponents. Or, as every solo queue game...
How's the bibimbap? It's delicious.
There's
There's japchae in it. Like Korean noodles and beef.
So, if you could maybe, I don't know, grant me better bot lanes somehow, that would be cool.
I can try. That's Ghost Pop. They're trying a lot for this. Baron's sitting there. Kind of interested to see what happened. I saw an interaction on our screen. Rookie got something green under him. I don't know what that was. Maybe. Okay.
Did he hit the
Rod of
palm?
Ages completing.
Oh,
I think he finished. I think he finished Rod of Ages stacking. I
don't play Roto Champs. I don't play Roto Champs, so I don't know.
Surprised the gold bounties are up with only a 1 Drake difference and a 6k gold lead.
No, you would think that would be something.
Really surprised the bounties are up.
If it's like a really boring game, or like we had a whole bunch of Kassadin at the start of the season.
True. I'm glad we're not seeing that champion again, by the way. I like champions with diversity, not level 16 to games 1 kind of thing, Having said that, wouldn't mind a bit of Kale as our rookie onto Zika. Tien's coming in. Nothing's happening, Jamada.
Nothing's happening. Let's just
What's my favorite Asian cuisine? Probably Thai. Thank you, Joy Hustler, for your 3 months at tier 1. I appreciate that. You're really sticking with it. I like a lot of Asian cuisine, though.
Hey, Mango's dead. Good.
Pretty much like I eat anything. All right, quick pick.
Perfect, dude. Mango's dead. Yep.
Attack.
Use Vialt for it, though, so they can't really go in. Are they really going to try and kill Gwen? Seems ill-advised. Okay, so you just die. La Pointster. Wow. Is this did somebody make a new Twitch account in reference to our favorite EG CEO? La Pointster, are you trolling? Thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. It's ironically my last name. Yeah, I mean it's a common last name. Just checking.
Bye, Tien. Bye-bye. And Baron's still aggroed. So just like that.
Tien really struggling this game.
LNG back in charge. Now they chillin'.
They are indeed, and they will probably run away.
Days Monty has gone without mentioning the EG CEO 0. Well, that's because no one else is mentioning our man.
And I just don't see how
It's like forbidden for other people to say her name in connection with the Danny stuff. It's like forbidden.
Nice use of
Riot fires you.
As Scout gets out with a stopwatch and just runs through, but it was all over the ambitious dive as LNG with 3,000 gold. Excuse me.
Am I going to watch the second game? Yes, we will watch the second game.
I'm going to get ganked on, but he has Ghost. He has Ghost, he has Needlework. Hang on a minute.
Oh boy.
Are we doing this again? Needlework, we just lined down the mark.
Oh god, the dive. Beautifully played by LNG. Wow.
It's a calamity. It may as well be Ganon at this point. As LNG have lost more members than I thought, but it's still over.
LP lives too.
How did you live? But top esports are all dead. 14-2.
Nice reaction from LNG. All their reactions to the aggression from top, they've been really good at counter-engaging this whole game. Skirmishes in the mid lane, team fights. Really beautiful.
This game number 1, it's a slacking. And that's a very, very light way to put it. As LNG will take game number 1.
Do you think Riot will do anything from their investigation? I think Riot's ability to do things is limited because of the contracts they have with their partner teams. I actually